She has spoken with leaders, students, diplomats, and citizens. And wherever she goes, she brings with her the gravity of history and the determination to ensure it is not repeated. It is an honor to welcome her here today, not only as a Hibakusha and a Nobel Peace Prize laureate, but as a living symbol of what it means to turn memory into action for peace and nuclear disarmament. Please join me in welcoming Masako Wada.
Thank you. Thank you, Friedner-san. Thank you very much. So I'm so moved. I'm very grateful for this opportunity to speak as a Hibakusha of Nagasaki. I was a 1 year and 10-month-old baby when Nagasaki was devastated by the atomic bomb. My house was located 2.9 kilometers away from the blast center. Thanks to the mountains surrounding the central part of Nagasaki city, I have survived to this day. I was too young to remember that day, but my mother used to tell her story over and over again. On the mountain path, she saw a file of people escaping from fire near the blast center. They looked like a line of ants, but in fact, they were rows of burned and injured, chocolate-colored human beings. Their scantily clad bodies burnt all over, and their hair matted with blood and standing an end like horns. The empty lot next to our house became a cremation ground where dead bodies collected by garbage carts were brought in and incinerated day after day. Everyone soon became numb to the growing number of corpses and even to the stench from burning bodies. What is human dignity? Humans are not created to be treated like this. 80 years have passed since the first use of nuclear weapons by the US. The average age of the Hibakusha has reached 86. Every year, about 10,000 Hibakusha pass away. Soon there will be no A-bomb survivors. But before that, by the use of the third nuclear weapons, the world may encounter new Hibakusha, who will experience the same suffering that the Hibakusha have gone through. Their pain, suffering are deep and still continue. The death of loved ones, survivor's guilt, the scenes, sounds, and smell of that time etched in their memory. Diseases of unknown cause, economic difficulty, prejudice, and discrimination. So many dreams given up. All these difficulties forced those who were under the mushroom cloud on that day to die or to live as Hibakusha. With the adoption of the Treaty of Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons in 2017, Hibakusha were overjoyed and felt that a heavy and rusty gate, which we had been pounding for many years, began to open, and we finally saw a ray of light. However, what we actually found beyond the slightly opened gate was a huge military spending and new weapons that are being developed every day. What has the world done in the 55 years since the NPT entered into force? Non-nuclear weapons states and Hibakusha were frustrated by the nuclear weapons state neglects of their obligation to implement the NPT. The nuclear-armed states and their allies should recognize the fact that due to their insincerity and arrogance, the entire human race is on the brink of nuclear war. In today's unstable world, the risk of nuclear weapons use is the highest since the end of the Cold War. In Nihon Hidankyo's founding statement, Message to the World of 1956, we declared our pledge to save humanity from the crisis through the lessons learned from our experiences, while at the same time saving ourselves. Nuclear weapons are inhuman weapons that bring indiscriminate and widespread damage to the victims from the blast, heat rays, and radiation, and from after effects that last for many years. Hibakusha know more than anyone else that if nuclear weapons are used for the third time, there will no longer be anyone left alive to happily observe the effect and the consequences. Nihon Hidankyo was awarded the 2024 Nobel Prize. The committee evaluated the work for each Hibakusha who, by sharing experience and witness accounts, conveyed to people the inhuman consequences of nuclear weapons. Chairman Friedness spoke in his speech. They bridge the gap between those who were there and we other untouched by violence of the past. They are living reminders of what is at stake. I believe the Nobel Committee decided to award the prize to Nihon Hidankyo, recognizing that the existence of Hibakusha and their words, not nuclear weapons, have been deterrent to nuclear war. I am happy that the term of Nihon Hidankyo has become known in Japan and abroad. Receiving the award was not our goal, but it has provided a new boost for our mission. The Hibakusha are the ones who know the humanitarian consequences of the use of nuclear weapons. We will continue to convey that reality. Please listen to us. Please empathize with us. Find out what you can do and take action together with us. Nuclear weapons cannot coexist with human beings. Nuclear weapons were made by humans and used by humans. So it is also up to the humans to abolish them by our wisdom, public conscience, and responsibility. No more Hibakusha and no more war. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.